What's going on, guys? It's your boy John the Liquidator coming back with another video. So it looked like Gabby Williams is trending after nearly beating Team USA, and there's a lot of new information being revealed about this game. Guys, for this one here, we got to go to Paris. Let's get it. Let's go. You can love it. Team USA did walk away with the goal, but one thing I will tell you guys right now is that they're being crucified online for all the decision makings from the coaching staff, from the shot selection. It is not looking good for Team USA women's basketball team. As you guys can see here in this footage that I'm showing you, Brittany Griner celebrating, Diana Taurasi celebrating, everybody celebrating like they just put the beats on France, and that was not the case. They simply won by inches. As you guys can see from this photo right here, Gabby Williams was inches away from sending this thing to overtime, and I'm telling you right now, if they would have went to overtime, Team USA will not be having its energy because I believe the dinosaurs would have lost. The way Gabby Williams is trending right now is on a whole nother level. You got WNBA stars like Angel Reese taking to Twitter right now, letting it be known she want her back on the sky, and she's turning heads all over social media. And Gabby Williams is the lady that embarrassed Team USA during these Olympics. It's being reported that French star Gabby Williams caught the eye of the WNBA fans that they called for the power forward to return to the league in an impressive display in the women's basketball final at the Paris Olympics. The American-born ace was the standout performer for Les Blues as they egregiously missed out on the gold as they failed to defeat against the United States. The 27-year-old put in a vicious display as she tallied up 19 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 steals in a closely fought game, 67-66 thriller. She nearly hit this game to overtime by inches. Now, Gabby Williams did speak to reporters after this game because the million-dollar question was, is she coming back to the W? This is what she stated. Williams has admitted her frustrations at the WNBA prioritizing rule when fielding questions about a return, saying, I still think the prioritization thing is ridiculous. I'm sorry. I'll say it. I like it literally. I'm only here because I got conscious. Something has to give. France needs to have a shorter season, or the WNBA needs to allow players to make money and do both. And no, this doesn't give me any hope that I can do both. So basically, she's stating that she still would like to play for France, but with the rules, she is not going to be able to play for both leagues. But as of right now, Gabby Williams is trending all over social media because she is the lady that nearly cost them that 8th medal. And me personally, I definitely feel like Gabby Williams should make a return back to the W because as of right now, these dinosaurs are on their last leg and they need to save this league. Caitlin Clark cannot do it alone, bruh. Moving on to another story. WNBA legend Rebecca Lobo weighs in on this slugfest that took place in Paris. I'm telling you right now, she took the gloves off and she's calling it like it is. Roll the footage.
Hey, claims the goal, Rebecca, but the French, they're known for the defense. They pushed him to the limit. I mean, this was a slugfest throughout. What stood out about the Americans' issues against the French to you today?
Well, first, Jay, I'm exhausted from watching this game. I don't know how many people expected it to be this close throughout. I think there was a little bit of nerves in this game, and France did an outstanding job of controlling tempo, controlling pace. They wanted this to be a low-scoring game. The U.S. turned the ball over a ton. I think they had 16 alone in that first half. They missed layups that we're unaccustomed to seeing. It just was not a fluid offensive machine like this U.S. team can be when they're at their best. I think they only had one transition bucket the entire game. It came in the second half. Asia Wilson got out for an easy 2. So this was a little bit of a slugfest between these two teams. But ultimately, in the second half in particular, a couple of guards, Kalia Copper, Kelsey Plum, come off of the bench really helped the U.S. team in their scoring punch to complement what A'ja Wilson was doing inside.
At one point, I don't know how they finished. France was 0 for 9 from 3 in the fourth quarter. What did you see from the American team that put France on their heels and kind of contributed to that horrific shooting percentage?
Well, the U.S. didn't shoot much better. I think they only made 2 threes in the entire game. Kelsey Plum hitting those in a stretch in the third quarter. This was a really physical battle. France got called for a lot of fouls in the first half. That's one of the reasons that the score was tied, even as poorly as the U.S. was shooting, is that they were able to get to the free throw line and manufacture points there. But kind of what you would expect from this French team and the U.S. as well. It became a really physical game. All scoring was hard to come by. But ultimately, a few plays here and there, and in particular in the fourth quarter, when the U.S., with under a minute to go, really needed a bucket, they ran a beautiful play where Brianna Stewart got the ball on the right elbow, fake handoff or handoff to Kalia Copper, and her speed was too much, and she was able to contribute that. So, just small, impactful moments as they happen in a low-scoring game where every point you score is going to be important. Early on in this Olympic tournament, it was all about Stewie and A'ja Wilson. Those two combined, just getting it done in the front court for the American team. And as the tournament has gone on, both of those players, and A'ja in particular, in this gold medal game, were the difference makers. And A'ja was that. And again, it wasn't just her scoring. It wasn't just her rebounding. She had monster plays defensively, whether it was blocking shots or throughout the tournament. She's been getting steals as well. And in a game like this, where it is so low scoring, those defensive plays are as impactful as what we saw on the offensive end.
Rebecca, we watched this team just dominate. We've watched the team as a whole for year after year after year dominate. I mean, 8 straight gold medals is ridiculously good. Also, with that has to come a whole lot of pressure to live up to what has come before. How would you detail that pressure, what you saw from them?
I think it's fair in the Olympics to call it the weight of the world, because I think that is on the U.S. team's shoulders. They've made it look easy since 1996 to go into Olympic tournaments and dominate and win the gold medal. Of course, it's not easy. And I felt like, especially in the first half and the moments of the third quarter of this game, you could sort of feel that pressure. There were uncharacteristic turnovers, giving up offensive boards. Like I mentioned earlier, the missed layups. That comes with just the weight of pressure. And there is a lot of that. And the expectation is that this team will come together. They'll train a couple of times a year, but they're going to come together, take a break from their WNBA season, and that it's going to continue to be easy against these international teams who stay together. And many of the women on those international teams don't play in the WNBA the season of the Olympics because they want that time to really gel and find their chemistry. So certainly there was that pressure. I think it was good that the U.S. team has had some of that experience in their second game against Belgium when they played only less than 10 miles from the Belgium border. That was a close game. That was a single-digit game going into the fourth quarter with a crowd against them. I do think it was good that they had the loss against the All-Star team in the All-Star game to kind of feel some of these pressurized moments, but certainly they were able to come through, win the gold once again, but it certainly is not an easy.
That was WNBA legend Rebecca Lobo setting record straight about this year's Olympics. But one thing that is standing out among fans all over the world is that the referees look like they might have played a role in helping Team USA get that 8th consecutive gold medal. That sure is going to make headlines throughout this week. But guys, get down in the comments section. Let me know your thoughts about this. Keep them bells on, because I'm going to bring you the news. And until next time, dog, shake the haters off. I'm out of here. Peace out. Shake